Welcome to Military Comebacks. If this is your first time here, you're in for a story that grabs the heart, ignites the spirit, and proves that real strength often walks in silence. Settle in, turn the sound up, and let yourself be pulled somewhere you won't forget. She reached the range just after sunrise, moving quietly, almost unnoticed, like a shadow drifting through the pale morning light. Desert wind swept across the open ground, carrying hints of gun oil, heated metal, and the weight of old memories no one spoke about. Usually the range buzzed with noise, recruits boasting, instructors barking commands, rifles cracking through the dry air. But as she crossed the sand, it felt like the noise dimmed around her. Her name was Era Grant. People had seen her before, always alone, always reserved, a worn ball cap pulled low over her eyes. Speculation followed her like dust. Just a volunteer. Maybe an analyst. A tech, probably. She looks too tired to be anything else. No one knew the truth. She preferred it that way. She placed her rifle case on the bench, opened it latch by latch, and laid out the weapon with a care that felt almost ritualistic. The veterans noticed, as they always did, her precise movements, her steady breathing, the way she seemed to become one with the rifle rather than simply hold it. But the range was crowded with loud, confident recruits that day, eager to prove themselves. Most didn't spare her a glance. Until she took position. Until she fired. The first shot cracked through the morning, sharp and clean, like the world paused to hear it. Dead center. The second round hit the same spot. Then the third. Then 10 more, each one flawless. A low whistle came from somewhere. Someone muttered, "That's impossible." Recruits started gathering behind her. Era didn't notice. Her mind had already gone somewhere else, another desert, another time, another battlefield thick with heat, fear, and the metallic taste of survival. She had once been a sniper, one of the best. She had buried that life with shaking hands the night everything collapsed. She never meant to unearth it again. But life doesn't care about plans. A high-level government training evaluation was underway that day. Word spread fast. Commander Ree Hale, a decorated Navy SEAL known for brutal standards and unshakable discipline, was coming to oversee it. The base shifted into high gear as a black SUV rolled in. Instructors straightened. Officers stiffened. Even the loudest recruits quieted, mostly. Hale stepped out, broad-shouldered and weathered, carrying the invisible weight of years in combat. He moved with the calm confidence of someone who had walked through hell and kept going. As instructors rushed him with reports, his attention drifted past them, studying the shooters, their posture, grip, even their breathing. Then he saw her. At first, just the stance. The straight back. The subtle lean. The rifle held like muscle memory made visible. Something about it stopped him cold. He moved closer. She glanced up just enough for their eyes to meet beneath the brim of her cap. He froze. It lasted less than a second, but shock hit him like a blast wave. He knew those eyes. And for the first time that morning, Commander Ree Hale snapped to attention. Instructors stared. Recruits blinked in confusion. This was a man who barely saluted colonels, yet here he stood rigid, like he'd just seen a legend. Era's stomach tightened. She turned back to her rifle, hands trembling. Not here. Not now. He approached slowly. "Grant," he said quietly. Her breath caught. "Sir." To the recruits, she was nobody. To him, she was something else entirely. "You shouldn't be here," he said, softer. She gave a faint smile. "I'm not who I used to be." "Like hell you're not." A recruit laughed nervously. "Commander, she your old instructor or something?" "She shoots good, but she's just a civilian, right?" Hale turned his head. The recruit went pale. "That civilian saved my entire unit," he said, voice like stone grinding. "Pinned in a canyon. No comms. Enemy on high ground. 1 rifle. 34 confirmed saves. Mine included." Silence crashed over the range. "You disappeared," he murmured to her. "We thought you were dead." "Part of me was," she replied. A sudden accidental discharge shattered the quiet. A rifle had gone off too close to a cluster of recruits. Panic rippled, but Era moved first. Smooth, instant, instinctive. She secured the weapon, corrected the shooter's stance, and ensured everyone was safe in less than a second. The commander watched, something like awe in his eyes. You're still the best I've ever seen. That's the problem, she whispered. Then a shy recruit approached her, hands shaking. Ma'am. I can't steady my aim. Could you show me? She hesitated. She hadn't trained anyone since the war. Hadn't let someone rely on her. But his fear looked too familiar. She adjusted his grip, his elbows, his stance. Her voice softened. Breathe like you're forgiving yourself. He fired. Perfect shot. His face lit up with pride. Something warm and painful, in the best way, stirred in her chest. She had saved lives with a rifle. Maybe she could build them, too. Hale saw it. If you ever want to come back. Not to war, she said gently. He nodded. Then come back as a teacher. They need you. As the sun dipped, recruits gathered around her, asking questions, listening closely. For the first time in years, Era didn't feel like a ghost. She felt seen. I snapped to attention because I thought I saw a legend, Hale told her quietly. But you're more than that. She looked at him. What's more? A survivor who still chooses to lead. Night settled over the range, but no one hurried to leave. As she packed her rifle, he gave her a final nod. Wherever you go, you'll change lives. She drew a slow breath, letting the desert wind carry away pieces of the past she no longer needed. Maybe it was time to live again. She walked into the cooling night, not as a forgotten sniper or a ghost of war, but as a woman rebuilding herself, step by steady step, toward a future brighter than the past she endured. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic, emotional stories. This is Military Comebacks. See you in the next one.